Win your games.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Start off with the run. I mean, that felt like you were running forever and no one was catching you. What did you see on that?
Yeah, that was. I've been waiting to kind of split one for a while, but it was fun. You know, I feel like using my legs, and I feel like I've got a little speed to me. So it was fun to finally use that one. I think my high school coach Todd Dodge is gonna be proud of that one. So he always says, "You see that crease, go split it." So you just kind of saw it, and man, Troy fitted it up great on the second level, and it was wide open. And we executed really well, and all I had to do was just go hit it and take off. So it was fun. It was really fun.
Cade, how did it feel to kind of back up the App State game with another kind of statement game against an ACC team?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I mean, that's a good opponent that will always challenge us every single year. So to play the way we did, and to just kind of come out and not really skip a beat, just, you know, especially after a bye week. You know, I mean, just kind of we got better over the last 2 weeks, and we kept that momentum going and really just started how we left off. So it was great.
How big was that fast start to jump out to that 14-0 lead really quickly in the first quarter?
It's huge, especially in games like that versus a team like them that's going to, you know, really fight till the end. To just kind of get an early jump on them and get some momentum going our way was great. And, you know, we executed really well. I love the game plan that Coach Riley and that offensive staff put together. But, you know, we went and executed it really well, and it was great. It was really fun.
And then the defense had 2 turnovers in the first quarter too. How big was that helping you guys with a short field?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we got it, I think, like on the 40 and then somewhere down there again. And it's great. I mean, that's complimentary football at its finest. You know, defense can go get those turnovers, but if we don't go, you know, kind of take advantage of it, you know, that's not complimentary football. But we went and played complimentary football today, and that was really special.
You talked about loving the game plan, the up tempo. It seems
Yeah.
like you really excel when
Yeah.
y'all are up tempo and moving. Is that part of the game plan that you like so much?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, I always, you know, love playing with a lot of tempo and just kind of keeping the defense on their heels whenever I can. So I think that our coaches do a great job of, I think, honestly, that if you're going to have a great tempo, that starts up front because, you know, those are the guys that aren't always the fastest on the field, but if they do a great job conditioning themselves all year round to be able to play like that. And, you know, whenever you can go play fast and Ryan get the ball set, and when those guys up front get set and we get the call in, we do a great job in practice of trying to make it as game-like as we can, that, you know, when we get to a game, it's just like practice. That's the intensity that we bring every single day, and, you know, we just kind of went and executed.
Okay, that's one of the right here. That's one of the defenses the last 3 years have been in the top 2 in the ACC in total defense. To do that against them today, what does that do for your guys' confidence as a group?
Yeah, that's a challenging defense that always takes a lot of preparation, just because, you know, they're very, very well coached and have great players on that side. So, and they're you know, they'll blitz you and come cover zero any play of the game. I mean, they did on the very first play of the game. So, in terms of our checks and our comms, this game, coach did a great job of getting us ready, and, you know, I really got dialed in on always having an answer, and that's what's great about our offense is, you know, there's freedoms in it. There's managed freedoms in terms of being able to check where, you know, if we're not in a good play, we can at least get into a pretty good play. And, you know, that happened a few times tonight. And, you know, we just went and executed and did a great job and just trusted my eyes, and we protected really well. So, I mean, another game without a sack for sure. So,
Okay.
it's great. They're killing it. So.
Sorry. We saw you go give that touchdown ball to Adam after his first touchdown. What did that moment mean to you?
Oh man, that was so fun. That was one of my favorite moments of even being in Clemson. I mean, Adam's been, you know, I mean, y'all know Adam's been one of my best friends since I got here. He's been my roommate my whole time, and he's been working his butt off since he got here, and he's been eager for that, and I've been so eager for him to have that moment. So kind of, you know, tag that route on the goal line for him, and I knew that, you know, it's him and one-on-one with any guy down there, he's going to win. So just trusted in the preparation that we've been doing for the last 3 years, and but then I made sure I was going to get that ball for him because I needed that ball for him, so it was so special and just really cool moment.
This time last year, Antonio was done for the season. How great is to have that guy back? And the first half he had looked like he almost had a hat trick there in the first half on that slant.
Yeah. He's an incredible player, but he's an even better leader. And just the way that he leads, our guys in that room, it's so special. Him and Adam they're phenomenal leaders. And when one guy kind of got to step up, those guys step up, and whether it's Brian or Adam this game, and guys step up and make plays, and that's what we need in that room. So just really proud of him, and obviously thankful to have a guy like Antonio in that room.
To battle the way you did, the explosive plays that you guys are generating right now, I think people are looking at clips and saying, they haven't had this many explosive plays in a while. What has changed for you guys offensively for these last couple of games? It just feels like every time you guys have the ball, it's a threat to go 50 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that, I think there's a little bit of a mentality change. We've got the guys to go do it, and, we've got the protection up front to go do it, and it's not just, hey, let's just run verts every time. It's managed and well called and well executed. And when we have the opportunities to do it, we're gonna get after them. So, it's just kind of us playing ball at times. So that's really what it comes down to.
To battle to the end last year in Raleigh, to have that strong finish kind of inspired y'all, kind of rolled with it to a dominating performance like today. I mean, just talk about how the offenses kind of come together as the season rolls on, and what to expect with Stanford coming in here next Saturday night.
Yeah, obviously last year, walking off that field versus them, we're sitting 4-4, and that was an hour and a half after that game that I'll never forget that feeling. And we finished after that loss. We finished the rest of the year great, and but. I think that this game was definitely a little personal for me, especially, and for some of these guys who were on that team last year, and just really special win. They're a great football team that's gonna bring it, and they're a team that you always got to prepare really well for. So really special win.
Got to make you feel good. Last two games here kind of brought back memories to the fans of the quick strike, deep strike offenses when they win national championships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun. I love it, and I love using my legs and being able to get the ball downfield. So I think that we've got every tool in the toolbox that we need to go do it, and it's really special.
That big first run you had right up the top, did that really help kind of settle you down for the rest of the time you were in there?
I felt really settled down from the first play, to be honest. I know that's not a great answer, but I think that the way that I prepare throughout the week, and the way that Coach Riley pushes me throughout the week, and the way that we push each other in practice every day, that I'm in warm-ups and I'm like, hey, it's just practice. Like, we're running the same plays, and we just got a different color jersey on the other side. Just that's the mentality that we just kind of have. It's just we push ourselves very hard in practice to be as game-like as we can. So whenever it does come up, we're ready and we're ready to go.
How neat was it for you to be a part of history today? 800th win for this program, just
Wow.
14th school ever to do that.
It's amazing. There's so much history, and just that's a lot of wins for a program like this. So just an honor to be able to have that. But that's really kudos to all the teams that came before us. So.
I feel like you're playing your best ball here right now, last two games.
I feel like I'm playing like me. I feel like I'm calm out there and I'm ready, and I'm just seeing it really well. And but I feel really comfortable out there because I've got so much trust in the guys around me, and it's not me that's doing anything special out there. It's just the guys around me that are playing so good and making my job easier.
When you guys look at the big picture now, the ACC, where do you see yourself right now? I mean, things are kind of shaping up for you guys to be able to make a run at this thing.
Oh yeah, obviously, if we want to go to the playoffs, it's going to run through the ACC championship game, and now we've got the tiebreaker versus NC State, and we're ready for a great team to come in here next week versus Stanford. So.
Was your heart in your throat a little bit when Phil went down? Looked like he came down on his shoulder, maybe.
He's a tough guy. Yeah, I knew he was going to be back in here pretty soon. So. Yeah.
How about
Obviously, don't want to lose a guy like that, but he's a tough guy.
How about the